Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy George Michael Perez, aka GMike, and you already know what it is, baby. Back with another episode of the G Perspective, and I'm bringing on two old guests, Titus Cleveland and Nick Wilkins of the On Guard podcast, where they talk about straight NBA hoops, and that's what we got going on in this episode, talking about the NBA in-season tournament championship between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Indiana Pacers. We go into some NBA refereeing that we don't agree with, and a lot of stuff all around the world in the NBA. But before we get into it, please follow me on all my socials at GeorgeMike Perez on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at GMikeMedia_. The audio version of this podcast is available on all podcast platforms and YouTube as well. And if you're into sports gambling like I am, we run a little company where we share daily slips and get people to win $50 to $100 a day while only spending $5 a month to win as much as they can. But let's get into the episode. It was a fun, interesting, exciting one for myself and for the boys. And let's get it. Titus, Nick, what's good with y'all, man?
Hey man, long time no see. How you been, man? I'm happy to be back on the episode, on the show, bro. It's been a while.
Same.
Oh, thank you for having us back. Last time we was on, we had Dickie Moss on here.
Yes, sir.
But
yes, sir.
You don't have him today, but he's in spirit. But like I said, I'm happy to be back because I had a blast the last time, man.
Yes, sir. Same. It's good to see y'all, boys. It's good to see y'all. I haven't
seen you 2 days ago, Nick. What you talking about?
Okay, but
that motherfuckers work together.
I was about to say. I haven't seen my boy George in a minute.
Okay. My bad.
Nah. What you want me to say? It's bad to see you, bro. I'm tired of seeing your. Are you tired of seeing your face, bro?
I'm good. You can never get tired of seeing my face,
bro. I'm getting a little annoyed now.
I'm a little
tired now.
For you, Nick. You my hater. They's my hate. You know.
So I'm hating right now. Shoot.
That boy had a long night last night. He woke up on the wrong side. He's like, hold on. I'm choosing violence.
Oh man,
I love it.
I'm happy to see you too, Nick.
Man, whatever.
Yeah. Happy to see y'all for sure. Thank you for coming back on, giving me some of your time. I know y'all are busy men. You got the On Guard podcast going on right now. And I wanted to ask you guys about that. How's it going? How's everything going for you guys with the whole podcast and the show and shit?
Go ahead, Titus. Let them know.
It's going pretty good, man. When I first started this, it's crazy for you guys that don't know it. When I first started the podcast, it was just a strictly guard podcast. We were just focusing on the guards in the NBA. And then Nick kind of said, bro, like we got so much more content to fill. And why not expand it and just talk about the whole NBA? And I said, hell, let's do it. And from that moment on, we kind of blossomed into where we're at now. It's been a bumpy road with low views and, inconsistencies, but we told each other that we were going to stay consistent. And as of right now, we're in season 2. We just added 2 more people to the podcast. And I think that's going to be a good move for us going forward because now we have different personalities onto the show. And I think we all gel together. So I think it's going to be exciting season 2 and hopefully we can continue doing it. But I love it because it's guys that I get to hang out with, I get to chill with, people that I went to school with, and they all kind of know how I am. I don't got to be timid or walk on eggshells. So it's perfect for me, man. I love it.
That's the best. That's the best part right there. That you don't have to hide your true self. Like if we're going to go into these professional companies that maybe hire us one day that we got to like put a smile on every fucking day.
You know, protect the bottom line. You got to protect their bottom line.
Right.
And then speak other people's words that aren't yours,
Dude, it's the worst, man. It's the worst, really. Like
I would still like a job, though. I would still love a job.
No, facts. Don't get me wrong.
I ain't saying I'm not turning down a job.
Facts. Hey, if I need to be an assistant that's getting someone their specific type of fucking coffee for a few months, I'm doing that shit, bro. I don't give a fuck.
No problem. I don't care. As long as you pay me $36 an hour, I'm good.
Right.
Gotta do what you gotta do, for sure.
Mm-hmm. It's gotta be more money than I'm making right now, for sure. No, I'm not taking anything less moving forward, dude. That's what's up, dog. No, I like the content that you guys are putting out, bro. Like how we were talking before, just keep the consistency going because, with everything, consistency is key, bro. Like the more
Right.
hard work you put in, the more hard work that is gonna show onto your platform, onto whatever websites that you guys are using and stuff. But I love the content. I love the videos you guys are putting out, the graphics that you guys are using and stuff. And just keep it going, bro. Just keep it going for sure.
Appreciate it, man. Same goes to you, bro. Like I told you before
sure.
we hopped on. Just the consistency that you've shown since you've graduated to now, bro. Like, and it's like I've seen you from the start to where you are now, and just from the zooms, and like I remember when you just had the regular G perspective and red letterings, and then I was like, okay, next thing I know, he had the sides of the backgrounds of his show, and then I look on your YouTube channel, you bro, that shit looks professional, bro. I was like, bro,
this stuff.
if I didn't know who you was, bro, I'd say, yo, let's hire this man, or let's interview this man for a potential radio hosting job, just because of how you presented everything, from the YouTube channel and the consistency of your work. I was blown away, bro. So I really look at your work as motivation, because I'm a person that I like to push myself, and I try to find ways to be motivated. So when I see you keep posting stuff, I'm like, all right, bro, if he posting stuff, he probably going through the same shit I'm going through, probably less, but it's still something, and he's still getting up, posting something, and he's getting views. So why not? Why can't I do that? So you're a big inspiration, bro. Just want to let you know that.
I appreciate that, bro. Hey, but we just gotta keep pushing each other, man. We gotta push each other. Like, we each want to see each other be successful. Hopefully, one day, probably working for the NBA, talking for them and stuff.
Man, that'd be dope.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope. Next thing you know, I'm inviting you over to come on the yacht, dog, and have a few drinks. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, one day.
Oh man, bro, we gonna get there
one day.
For real. But right now, what we got a lot of basketball talk, man. We're gonna go from everywhere in the NBA, but just recently, the NBA in-season tournament just ended last night, where the two finalist teams were the Los Angeles Lakers and the Indiana Pacers. Lakers won 123-109. The player of the game had an outstanding game that a lot of people put him off before the game. They were saying that he wasn't going to have a game like this. Anthony Davis, 41 points, 20 rebounds. 5 of those were offensive rebounds. 5 assists, 4 blocks. He shot 16 for 24 from the field and 9 for 13 free throws. LeBron James had 24 points, 11 boards, 4 assists, 2 steals. He shot 10 for 21 from the field. Austin Reeves off the bench had 28 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, shot 9 for 15 from the field, 10 for 12 free throws. Those were key right there. Those are key. And then on the other side, Tyrese Halliburton having a fantastic year since last year up to now to this point. He was probably going to be the MVP of this in-season tournament if they would have won the game. He had 20 points, 11 assists, 1 rebound, shot 8 for 14 from the field. Not his best shooting night, but the Lakers were playing some real tough defense. And then off the bench, Benedict Mathurin. I don't want to
Mathurin.
Mathurin. Thank you. Off the bench, he had 20 points, 2 rebounds, and he was 5 from 11 from the field with 9 for 9 free throw attempts. With everything that went on last night, we'll get into the rest of the NBA season tournament. But with everything went on last night, I'll start off with you, Titus. What did you like from the whole finalists of the game, and like from either side of the ball, from the Pacers, from the Lakers? Like, what were your dislikes and your likes in the game?
To be honest, I didn't have too many dislikes from last night's game. Only dislike is that I didn't bet the under for the game. I mean, that's the only thing. I should have bet. But other than that, I think that game was probably the best game I've seen this season. And bro, I have never said it since they've been playing this, but Adam Silver, congratulations. You have some sort of marketing genius in you. Congrats. I will give you props for that because of what I seen last night from these two guys. But overall, man, I just seen a game versus, a veteran versus a rookie, like the mentor mentee type of game. And LeBron James was the engine behind that, because I thought about it. He played New Orleans and he went right to work. Took care of business, 30 points, 23 minutes without question, triple double. And then I'm thinking, okay, what is he going to do in game against the Pacers? He said, "Nah, I'm going to let AD go off and I'm going to play chess from the entire game. I'm gonna step back and I'm gonna dictate everything that goes on. And you just saw how he knew every single thing the Pacers were gonna do. He had a counter to everything the Pacers had. And not to mention, bro, he kind of just said, bro, you're not bigger than me. You're not stronger than me. You may be quicker and faster than me, but you're not going to stop me. And he just showed his brute force from start to finish. And AD, yes, he played terrific. 41 points, 20 rebounds, and him screaming, I'm him. Bro, congratulations, AD. We all know that. Can you be him every damn night, please? That's all we're asking. I'm not saying you're not him. We're not saying you can't do this Can you do it consistently? That's all we're asking. But shout out to AD for putting up those numbers. It's a great stat line that will never count because those stats don't count. It don't matter. It never happened. It quote unquote, dude, this game never happened.
Like, sorry to cut you off because you're cooking. But how do you feel about that, bro? Because I don't like that. I don't like that at all. If it's part of the regular season, why not include it?
Well, because this is an extra game. This is technically the 83rd game that they will be playing. So yeah. I see why. Because if we're going, this would be going back into history. Then 80 being put into 80's 41 could potentially have something to do with him passing, say, down the line, a Karl Malone. Yeah. Just because he got those 40 points, he surpasses Karl Malone and probably gets a bonus check or something like that. It could be reasons to that, but I don't know. It should count. It should. Or it should count towards playoff stats.
So I feel like, okay, the final was the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Indiana Pacers. Mm-hmm. Okay? You include it into the 82 games. The next game that they have coming up in the season, because they do play each other twice, the next game, one of those games, you cut it off. Take it off. Give him a day off. To give him the stats is what I'm saying. Like I understand it fully what you're saying. I just don't agree with the fact, like, these players went hard. Anthony Davis, 41 points, 20 rebounds, 4 blocks. Dude, that's a monster.
And it doesn't go to his averages.
And it doesn't go to his averages. Like, that's a monstrous game. And you're going to take it away?
That's his best game of the season.
Yeah. By far.
Yeah, it's not close. It's not close.
I don't know.
You guys make a good point. You guys make an absolutely great point. They'll probably fix it down the line. Like I said, this was just the first in-season tournament. Maybe they'll have a structure where they will keep the stats just for this particular tournament. Yeah. And maybe that could be something. And, they can just probably build off of that. But like I said, bro, it's a great performance. It'll go down in history as one of the greatest performances from AD, but it just won't count in his stat line. Either way, I think AD will be fine with it, either or.
Yeah.
He got 500,000, he gets the title of first ever to do it. And he gets the MVP of the game, even though LeBron won the MVP of the tournament. Yeah. AD was the MVP of that game. So any real basketball fans, when they look back, they'll know what AD did in that game, and the stats don't really have to have any more significance to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, shoot, I think he was just happy with the performance in general.
Yeah.
He needed a game like that in a environment that felt like a playoff game, and so that's just gonna only shoot his confidence through the roof when he's looking to be aggressive scoring the ball, which a lot of people have been telling him to be aggressive scoring the ball, look to score the ball. But usually he takes that back seat to LeBron, and this time he didn't take that back seat.
Yeah, man. Also got to give praise to the Indiana Pacers, bro, because they, in particular, this one dude, bro, Mr. Aaron Nesmith. Bro, Aaron.
He was playing hard,
yes, bro. He was hooping,
hard, dude.
Yeah, he was hooping.
Goodness. I mean, bro, when I see he took a charge from LeBron, bro, and like he took the charge straight to the chest, and bro got up and was like, "Let's keep hooping."
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, he's like only $170, probably $150, and he's going up against Braun and Giannis.
Yeah, he wasn't afraid to go up against Giannis either. On the defensive end, he was literally like almost every possession. Bro. It was impressive.
I think even like he was I think he got an offensive foul on LeBron because of the way he was playing defense so much. And I think even Braun was mic'd up during the game, and I think it was a play where Nesmith like kind of put his head into his sternum, and Braun, they called the foul on Braun, but right away Neesmith was like, bro, you okay? Like it wasn't no, ill intent. And Braun was like, yo, bro, I love it. Keep hooping, bro. Keep doing you. Yeah. So even Braun respected the level of intensity that a young kid like Neesmith displayed. And my last thing, Braun, from this point on, going forward, every game, you need to be mic'd up. I need Braun mic'd up every game. With the level of knowledge that man gives out on a daily basis, that should be like extra. You have to pay for that. You should have to pay for Braun microphone privileges, because when he showed AD, he's a shot blocker. He's gonna want the space. So get into his body first and then go up. And he did the exact same thing. And I said, this motherfucker, bro. I said, Iman Shumpert was correct when he said LeBron's IQ is scary.
It's insane.
It's scary.
It's insane.
Oh my goodness.
I love it, man. I love it. And I love the way that they were playing defense on the Pacers, bro. Because the Pacers are going to come out and try to shoot lights out. They're one of these teams that are going to shoot the 3-pointer probably 20 times a game and try to make half of them, Right. And last night, that was non-existent. Like, they had their open shots, don't get me wrong. But the way that they were doubling Tyrese Halliburton, it was ruining the whole momentum for the Indiana Pacers. Like, their movement and stuff was not the same compared to the Bucks and everybody else that they played in the in-season tournament. Yesterday, it was like every time Tyrese came off a pick, every time he came down the court, they were in his face, man. And you even saw it with Braun, too. Braun looked like he was like in his 20s playing defense yesterday. Because on offense, like you were saying, you're completely correct. He like took a load off and he's like, you know what? Let me get everybody else involved. Until the third quarter when he's like, you know what? Let me put up 10, 12 points.
They was coming back in the third quarter. They got to like a 5-point game. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Facts. So
LeBron said, y'all need to chill.
Yeah.
Watch me work real quick. But yeah, that is a good point though, George. I mean, the Lakers went into this game, we're going to try to control the pace, and they did control the pace. They didn't let them go out, get their transition buckets, and they played a great job on the perimeter defense. I mean, Pacers only shot 24% from 3, and they really tried to just get Halliburton off of his spot and not let him take those open, deep threes like the Milwaukee Bucks looked like, just cones out there letting him shoot. So, the Lakers weren't going to let that happen.
The Milwaukee Bucks, man, their defense is so bad, dude.
Bro. Wow. Their perimeter defense is actually atrocious. Dude. Like, it's horrible.
Like, I know you don't have Drew Holiday, bro, but you got 2-time Defensive Player of the Year on that team, and you're telling me that he doesn't know how to coach up his teammates to play perimeter defense? Come on, man.
I mean, if you think about, like, we're talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo, right?
Exactly.
Okay, let's be honest. If you were to think of all the great defensive players of the years that won this award, how many of them were actually vocal on the floor? Like, when I think of defense, I think of Draymond, I think of KG, I think of guys that direct the traffic. I never see Giannis really. I could be wrong because I don't really watch so many Buck games, so I could be wrong. But Giannis doesn't strike me as a person to take ownership on defense. Like Giannis gets his defensive stats off of chase down blocks, or just being physically stronger than you or bigger than you in that particular possession. Yeah. But I don't think Giannis is like a Kevin Garnett type of defensive player. I could be wrong. Somebody set me up if I am. But
I mean, he's great on backside help, and he's almost impossible to get past in a one-on-one.
But are you talking about vocally?
Yeah, like I'm saying, vocally,
yeah,
the way how Braun knows what's gonna happen, how he can.
He's not like that because KG is vocal.
Oh,
KG.
Yeah, if you compare, KG's another one that should get mic'd.
That man's been mic'd every game. Have y'all seen that little clip of Jeff Teague talk about when he played him in the playoffs? He got on all fours and barked at him. Yeah. That's nuts, bro. That's insane, bro. If someone barked at me and we just hoop it, I'll be like, yeah, nah, I'm passing that off.
Good,
bro.
No, especially getting on all fours and barking,
bro.
dude.
That is crazy.
KG KG was
crazy,
mentally,
bro.
he was on a different level, bro.
Yeah,
KG was just different. But
get this ball away from me.
Great TV personality, I'll tell you right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
100%.
But Giannis doesn't strike me as a guy like that. He's a great, he's a great defender just for his size and has his athletic ability, but he just doesn't seem as a defensive anchor. A guy that if you lose a Drew Holiday, you still got Giannis in the back line that can really dictate where the pass is going to come from or who's likely to shoot it or sag off this player because he's not really shooting that much from three. So you don't got to worry about him. Like that's not Giannis's game, so now you put more pressure on your guards like Dame, who's not really a good defender. He can hold his own, but he's not a good defender. And then you got Malik Beasley, who, he's more offensive threat, type of guy, not really known to be a defender. So we mentioned this earlier in the podcast, and maybe they need to go out and get a guy like Caruso, somebody who can really take the blunt of all that talent on the offensive teams. Like they picked up. I got to give props to Cam Reddish, bro, last night. Guy who's not known to be a defensive guy. He's known to be much more of a scorer, but he showed his defensive, abilities last night, picking up Halliburton majority of the night, picking up TJ McConnell when he got going. Like that's the type of guy you need for the Pacers, and they don't have that. Pat Connaughton's out right now. He could be a guy that could take some of the pressures off of some of these guards, but he's hurt right now, and you see
and he's kind of older, and
older.
Middleton's getting older. I mean, since he's come back from that injury, it's been more difficult for him to guard around the perimeter. And we've seen that when they come back from, what was it? What did he come back from? ACL?
I think it was ACL injury.
I think it was ACL.
It's tough.
And it's going to be difficult to come in and then guard these young dudes that are flying across the court when you're still, that ACLs, yeah, exactly. And it's not like he was young when he tore it either. You're kind of seeing the same thing with Klay Thompson. You know what I mean? When he came back from ACL, I mean, his defense just wasn't the same. And that's just something you're going to have to accept. And going forward, I think you're right, Titus, man. If they go for a guy like Caruso, I think that solves a lot of their problems because the players that they want to guard around the perimeter are all on the older end. They also got Jay Crowder too. And, he hasn't been playing as much due to injury. And he's lost a step. He's not that Miami, Boston, Jay Crowder that could guard really anybody at the perimeter. You know what I mean? And so they're not going to expect as much from him. So I think going for a guy like Caruso solves a lot of problems in Milwaukee. Yeah,
man. I mean, I'll be the first to say, man, because I thought when Dame was going to go over there, like I alluded to earlier, I thought Giannis, he's a defensive player of the year. He's going to help out his teammates and he's going to coach them up and, get him to play hard-nosed defense. Obviously the head coach is a different head coach from last season. So the coaching style is completely different now. But I thought Dame was going to come in and at least try to turn into like a top half of the league defensive player. And I was completely wrong.
I thought they were just going to outscore people.
That's what I thought.
That's what they try, but they can't.
It's just not working when you're like, you got to at least. The thing is, like, show some sort of effort. It looks like there's no effort on perimeter defense. Like, they were just letting Halliburton dribble up the floor and literally control the game at his own pace on the offensive end. And you're not pressing him up at half court. He's hitting deep threes, and you're just going to let him walk up the court pretty much untouched and then pull it right in your face. It's like, you got to show some sort of effort there. You're not just going to outscore them every time. And, I think they'll get it figured out just in general on the offensive end because like they're already scoring a lot of points, but I think they have potential to score even more points because Dame and Giannis haven't really gotten that pick and roll game together. It's been a lot of Dame and Brook Lopez, and Brook's been getting more integrated into the offense, but he also has lost a step. And so I think if Giannis and Dame figure out their pick and roll offense, it is going to be very, very hard for opponents to stop that.
I mean, for sure. But what about the defensive end? They I
already told you. I completely agree. They definitely have to stop.
They got to stop Boston.
They got to show some sort of effort. Yeah, exactly. If they play Boston, it's going to be so difficult because Drew's going to be up in Dame's chest.
Exactly.
So the defensive effort is. That's why I'm saying they got to go for a guy like Caruso because he just solves a lot of problems.
That would be a good trade. Yeah, for sure.
No, I get that. Yeah, I think their biggest focus point going into have All-Star break or is defensive guys, defensive
perimeter
anchor,
defense,
perimeter defense type of guys.
Yeah.
Because once they get that, I think everything else is going to take care of itself. It should. But I do agree. I'm a little not worried, but just curious or concerned as to why we haven't seen more of the Giannis Dame, 1-2 punch a little bit more. I think I was listening to the broadcast. They were saying that, it's not just Giannis and Dame. They're trying to mix around Brook Lopez, Bobby Portis.
Right.
I'm like, bro, screw all that, bro. Nah, forget all that. Your two stars is Giannis and Dame. Ingratiate them into the offense as much as possible. Forget about Bobby. I'm not saying really, like, forget about Portis, forget about Brook, bro. They'll figure that shit out. I need my two guys on the same page as quick as possible because that team up north or in the East in Boston, they look like a well-oiled machine, bro.
Yeah.
And they look
like they've been playing together for years. It's crazy.
So I'm like, bro, if I'm Dame Giannis, bro, like, yo, forget Andrew Griffin, whatever he's saying, bro. Meet me at my house tonight. We gonna get this shit. We gonna lock this shit down.
Honestly.
Because man, they're too talented. They're too scary of a team to be looking this shaky or this concerned if they're gonna even make the playoffs or not, or go far into the playoffs.
Yeah, going off of that point, I mean, think about it. If say Dame and Giannis run the pick and roll more and they try to do that 1-2 punch that you were alluding to, that's going to bring more people in the paint because we know where Giannis loves to score the ball. And who's going to be waiting wide open in the corner? Bobby Portis. It'll get those guys more involved anyway. So I don't really understand the coaching and the play calling going on right now. And I think Milwaukee is feeling the exact same way. The players seem to be having a little bit of trouble with Griffin as well. We've had our concerns talking about it on the On Guard podcast. Yeah, so I mean, shoot.
Is it time for a change? Is it time for a move? Is it? I mean, it's early as hell in the season, but
for now, they're stuck with him for this season. They already messed up firing, but I think that was a bad move.
Yeah, why would you fire a championship head coach? And last season, I mean, I'm a diehard Miami Heat fan, and for you Heat fans out there, I'm sorry to say it, but if Giannis doesn't go down, we lose in that first round. I'm telling you right now, we lose in 5 games.
I agree.
In 5 games, we lose. So you're gonna fire a head coach after having a fluke of a season? I would say, like, it doesn't make sense to me.
It don't.
Not to mention I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was watching the games, I was like, Bud just look. I don't know if he looks confused, but he just looks off, and that's kind of weird to say about a head coach, but like they would pan to him sometimes during the broadcast, and I'd be like, he just doesn't look right. And then the news broke after.
Okay, so now you do know.
Yeah, that his brother died right before the first round. And so it was like, so he just had other things on his mind that were more important because a lot of people have family over everything. And that makes so much sense. And so to fire a guy for doing his best and his best player going out in that series and coming back unhealthy, because we know that Giannis rushed rehabilitation just to get in there because he didn't want to fail his team. Exactly. I mean, that's just what it is. That's playoffs in any sport. So, to fire a guy for pretty much reasons like that, it just didn't make sense.
You think it's a mutual firing? Like, oh, you know what? Like, I don't really want to quit. Like, just guys fire me. Maybe I can get some pension out of it. I don't know. I don't know how that shit works, but like,
sometimes it is mutual. But I'm not in the facility to know. But but I think they just thought he didn't do a good enough job for whatever reason,
which is bullshit.
Oh, I 100% agree. And now they're reaping it. They're reaping it now. So you reap what you sow.
If it was me, and I support the black coaches in the NBA, and I'm all for giving somebody a shot, but if I'm the owner of the Bucks or general manager, bro, I get on the phone with Mark Jackson and say, pack your bags, bro. You're coming to Milwaukee.
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
I'll have your office clean. I'll have your office clean for you Monday morning, bro.
Yeah, dog. I don't know.
It's a shame that man doesn't have a job.
Yeah.
It's a shame that man doesn't have a job.
Like I said, I don't want to put Adrian Griffin out of work, bro, but it just seems like he signed up for something that I don't even think he was prepared for. Like, the magnitude of this season, he was not ready. I don't think the Bucks were ready for this because they were probably going to go into this start over period. Because you look at it, you fire Bud. Once you fire the head coach, that nine times out of 10 means you're starting over. You're going to trade everybody but your star player. Mm-hmm. You fire Bud. Then Giannis comes out saying, well, you bring in a new head coach. Then Giannis comes out and saying, I don't know if I want to be here long term. So now as an owner or as a GM, now you think, oh shit, we might lose our star player. So now we got to make some moves quick. Who do we get? We get Damian Lillard, a guy who's also trying to win a championship. Now you bring in two hungry championship guys, but a first year head coach, because you weren't planning to do this. You probably thought Giannis was going to stick. Yeah, you thought Giannis was going to stay with you and be loyal just because he seemed like the type of guy to do that. But once he said, "Nah, I'm leaving," or if y'all don't do the right things for me, it's like, okay, now I got to go and get somebody who can deliver a championship. But you didn't get the right coach in the first place. You didn't get the right coach to lead guys to champions because you weren't thinking of championship. You were thinking of rebuilding or starting or having a 2-year, reset to get somebody with Giannis. But because they had to go right away and get Dame, now it's like, bro, you didn't get the right coach. The coach that you got is not the right coach. Yeah. So
they should have. That's
a great point. Great point right there. Yeah,
so yeah, I hate to see a brother go, but
it did seem kind of rushed together. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Has he ever coached on another team? I don't know his resume.
Not as a head coach. He was assistant coach, right?
Assistant coach.
That's tough, man. That's tough.
That was one. It was a few things. I know he was an interim coach for Toronto. He was assistant coach for Toronto. He had like fully head coach one game. I think Logan said that. But he doesn't have like coaching experience to this magnitude to know how to go up against a guy like LeBron James or go up against a guy like Joe Mazzulla, bro. Joe Mazzulla can coach circles around Adrian Griffin. Yeah. So far, what I've seen, I don't think he can go up against those type of head coaches like a Eric Spoelstra or a Nick Nurse. Like it's different levels to this, and especially, bro, you got Giannis and Dame, and it keeps looking like they're just saying, bro, you're my two stars. Just make the best of it. Do some star shit and try to get a win for us.
So go out there and fucking drop 50.
Honestly,
bro. And do something, bro.
But he was assistant coach in Toronto for 5 years, and that's the only experience I saw.
But it's not the same as it's just like the NFL, dog. Like they think that offensive coordinators are going to be great head coaches. No, man. One thing is leading the offense. Another thing is leading a whole team. Like it's different. It's way different.
It is way different, but it also depends. You know what I mean? Is it the offensive coordinator of like Kansas City, where pretty much Andy Reid is calling the plays? But it's not looking good in Milwaukee. It's really not, and the players seem like they want to change already, and that's not a good sign.
Yeah,
that's not a good sign.
Titus, one thing I wanted to talk to you about, because I heard this from Kenny the Jet Smith, and you probably saw the same video as me, but he was speaking on the New York Knicks after they played, I think it was Wednesday.
The Bucks.
I don't remember if it was the Bucks, but it was the Bucks. It was Wednesday or Monday. Okay,
it was the Bucks. We got smacked by the Bucks, 144.
Okay. And he was saying that with Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle in the East, that they will never have the best player on the floor compared to Orlando Magic, will be Pablo Banchero, Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo or Damian Lillard, Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler, Boston Celtics, Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown, and the list goes on and on. Mm-hmm. Do you agree with that statement? Do you think that they will never have the best player on the floor compared to these other teams in their playoff bracket?
Well, first off, I think he was going a little bit far when he said Paolo Banchero. Paolo Banchero is a great player, but let's pump the brakes, Kenny. All right, he has a projection to be one of these type of guys, but he's not there. He wouldn't be the best player on the floor if they played against the Knicks. That's number one. Number two, everything else he said is absolutely true. As great as Jalen Brunson is, as great as a point guard and facilitator as he is, he would never be the best player on any of those other teams that you just mentioned. Okay, he was a number 2 option in Dallas and with Luka. He comes to New York, and it's what New York does. We always get the second fiddle or top or second tier of a player. We wanted And I'm not throwing a shot at Melo. This is not a shot at Melo. We
He's
wanted LeBron James, all right?
Gotta shoot.
We wanted LeBron James during free agency. We couldn't get him. So we got Melo. I'm not saying Melo is trash, but if you look at LeBron,
I mean, LeBron compared to Melo, I mean, come on.
You know,
if you're comparing him to Bron, but like you could say the same comparing just about anybody to LeBron.
Right.
You know, if it's not MJ or Kobe, then
are you saying though that Carmelo isn't a number one?
No, I'm not. No, he wasn't number one at that time. He needed help. He wouldn't
be number one if he's going up against LeBron James. He'll be number two.
You're number two.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Can't argue with that one.
I think the Knicks, Kenny was right, man. And we never have that guy to be our number one option. A guy that when shit gets tough and we can't have a play made, you can just deliver the ball to this guy and he can give you the chance. He can give you the chances to win. You know, Boston has two of those guys. You know, Tyrese Halliburton's looking like a guy that can just emerge as one of those guys. Giannis, Dame. You know, Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, like all these guys are game shot winners, you know, game winning shot type players. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying Jalen Brunson isn't that guy, but I don't trust him more than I trust Jimmy, Braun, Tatum before I would trust Jalen Brunson, and damn sure before I would trust Julius Randle. I'm sorry. Even though Randle been balling lately, I would never put the ball in his hands at the last minute.
So you're saying that Brunson is better than Ben Carroll?
Yeah, without question, bro. I would say
right now, but Paolo is projected to be better than him eventually. As of right now, I think the Magic, what's been contributing a lot to their success is they're playing very well together.
Yeah, it's like a whole lot of luck and magic. It's a whole lot of magic and luck. It's a whole lot of luck and magic.
I don't think it's luck. I think they're playing
hard, dude. They're playing hard.
Luck.
They're playing tough, bro.
Luck.
They going out there and running. I'm not. They have like 3 20-point scores every game.
Come see me halfway through the season and see how they gonna look.
Yeah, no, maybe for sure. Maybe it could be different.
It's a long season, but as of right now, from what I've seen, they've already beat the Celtics. I mean, they are going out and running and playing these teams, and they're not expecting it. They're playing very, very well.
Let me just ask one question: who do you feel more confident in if it's making the playoffs?
Okay.
Indiana or Orlando? Who do you think would go farther if they made the playoffs?
Indiana.
Okay, that's all I gotta say.
The only thing I want to say about the Brunson,
I'm not gonna sit here and lie.
Yeah. No, facts.
I just wanted to give some flowers to the Magic. They play.
Fair enough. What are you gonna say, Jones?
The only thing I want to say about the Brunson and Ben Carroll thing, because I actually agree with Kenny, because the only reason I think Ben Carroll is better than Brunson is because he plays defense. Brunson does not play defense, and I'm sorry, I'm a type of player that I need to see a two-way player. To me, if you're not a two-way player, I don't think you're as great as the other players, in my opinion. Obviously, you know, you got these high scores on offense, and we appreciate that. That's what the game is. Go out there and get a bucket. That's what basketball is. You know, that's why we appreciate the Damian Lillards of the world and stuff like that. But I love a two-way player, and I feel like if you're a great two-way player and you're a great scorer, I think the two-way player takes it over the top.
Well, I'll just throw this at you, George. Would you consider? Well, is Paolo a great facilitator? Can he get guys involved to the level of a Jalen Brunson?
Brunson's better for sure. Brunson's better at that.
So what Brunson lacks defensively, I think he makes up offensively with his facilitating and getting guys open. Because I don't think we realize how hard it is to get guys really good shots in the NBA.
It's difficult. Very difficult.
Really hard.
Very difficult.
And before Brunson got to the Knicks, we could not find an open man for shit. Like, we just struggled getting quality open shots. Mm-hmm. And Julius Randle was just getting frustrated because he could not do it on his own. He just had to, like, bro, I need someone else to take the ball so I can really get going. Mm-hmm. Once you see Brunson get there, you see his game, Julius Randle games unlock, and he's just able to score. So the significance of Jalen Brunson's game offensively with his facilitating makes up for his lack of defensive abilities that Paolo can do. Same thing with Tyrese Halliburton. Not the best defender, I would say, you know, but what he does offensively makes up for it. And I think if you were to swap guys, I think the Knicks would get worse. And I think the Magic would probably say the same, or they would keep doing what they're doing. because you have other guys on the Magic that can defend. You have, Wendell Carter Jr. You have, Jalen Suggs, who I like. He's very small, but he's feisty. He actually competes. Yeah. And you got other guys, the Mo Wagners, the Franz Wagners of the world, that can really make up for the defensive attribute. You put Paolo in New York. Is the Knicks going to be a top 17 in the East? I can't say that honestly, because Julius Randle and Paolo will be butting heads.
Yeah, so same type of player, really.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, same type. But I'm not. I see where you're going with it, and he's shown great, performances this season to be like, Kenny the Jet Smith may have a point, but he's still young, and I think Brunson has a lot of more experience down the stretch. Because if you think about it, if they go to the playoffs, I'm going to have more confidence in a Brunson to get me a series win or a playoff victory win over Paolo Banchero, because he's just not experienced.
We also saw it.
And we saw it. And that's what I throw into when you say who's a better player or best player on the floor. I also contribute that too as well.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it would be dope to see, like, if Brunson becomes a great defender, man. I think it would just make the Knicks that much of a better team, obviously,
It would.
But, like, since he's not, it's going to be tough for them to, like how Kenny was saying, they're going to be the middle of the pack type of team. And I agree. It's going to be tough for them to beat Boston, Milwaukee, Philly. I'll even throw Miami in there, obviously.
Oh, go ahead, keep going, bro. Cleveland's an iffy one. Yeah, you're not wrong,
you know
bro.
What I'm saying? Like,
you're not wrong.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for them to actually beat these teams that get further into the playoffs.
Yeah, man, that's why I don't really get excited when the Knicks make the playoffs, because I know what our ceiling is. It's either second round or first round exit. I don't really see us going nowhere past that, because back to what we just said, the players on these other teams are just too much, or they're too much. I'm not even speaking English right now. They're too much of a better player than any of the guys that we have on the Knicks. So we would have to play great as a team collectively for 4 games. We have to be perfect for us to beat any team like a Miami or a Boston or a Milwaukee, just because the talent, when you get to that point of the season, sometimes talent just overrides, hard work and just, trying to play with your heart and trying to get the win. Like Jimmy Butler, bro, he had talent and hard work, and you saw what he did to the Knicks. Like, he was talking shit and busting your ass at the same time.
What a messed up ankle.
What a messed up ankle, bro.
He was hooping that series.
Bro, I still got nightmares to that series, bro.
I would too.
When he messed up his ankle, I was like, damn, the Knicks are going to take it, bro. Like,
I thought we had a chance.
Yeah, I was like, they're not going to take it.
I did too.
He said, no, bro, he was on the bench, said, all right, don't worry about it. He said, all right, y'all got game 3. All right, don't worry. We'll come back in game 4 and bust their ass in game 4. And I was like, bro, that's over. We ain't winning, bro. We're not winning this series.
You're not going to go to Miami.
Wrap it up.
You're not going to win, bro. It's over, man. Yeah, but the Knicks, they, like Stephen A said, bro, we need to go out there and get a star. Anthony Edwards, I think 100%. It's a guy that we could definitely get. I think we should get. Give all the draft capital to Anthony Edwards. Give up Julius Randle. Give up Dante DiVincenzo. Give up RJ. I don't care, bro. I want Anthony Edwards in New York City.
So Brunson, Anthony Edwards, and Randle?
No, you get rid of Randle. You can take Randle. Okay. Randle could go.
He said he could be traded.
I think you guys are going to try and get Cat. I think you guys are going to try and get Cat.
No, I don't want Cat. Cat not made for New York City. Cat would be the second. I feel
like he isn't either. I agree with that. I don't think he is.
That's not a good idea for Cat.
He's
too soft. He's too soft.
Yeah, I told him. I said it specifically. Cat, don't bring your ass to New York City, bro. Don't sign your name on that dotted line, because you won't make it. You won't make the 4 seasons, the 4 years in New York.
No, Knicks fans and Sixers fans, bro. If you're not ready to commit and play hard as hell and take the crap, you're not gonna make it, bro.
You're not gonna make it, bro.
Cat's a hooper. Like, he is so talented on the basketball court, but when it comes to stay in a small market. When it comes to that mentality that you have to play in a New York or a Philly, I do not see it.
You don't have it, bro. I even say Boston, bro. Like, I give props to Jalen Brown, bro, for really dealing with all the shit that he deals with when he has bad nights in Boston. And the words that are said to him.
JT
and the activist that he is too.
Yeah. And the activist as well, that doesn't play a factor in it in Boston. So, like, he gets shit every single night if he doesn't perform well. JT, he could shoot the game-winning air ball, bro, and they'll still say, bro, you should have the shot. Jalen Brown should have been on the bench like he should have. I'm happy with Jason Tatum. I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
it's sometimes
that's
where
really
Jaylen Brown is really holding up the Celtics, and y'all shit on that man every single day. So
He is
bring it to
constantly
Miami, dog. Hey,
disrespected.
we'll accept you in Miami, dog. We love that shit over
Bro,
here, dog.
that'd be sick.
it'd be
That'd
crazy
be
sometimes. It really do.
Yeah.
But
Boston
yeah,
fans
but-
are different, dog. Like,
Nah, they are.
dude,
they
man,
are.
like,
They are.
That fan base is.
It's
Yeah,
different. It's
very
only a handful of fan bases that that are we don't care what you are, what you've done in your past or where you did it. And another, bro, you're in a new town, a new city, and a new colors, bro. We need to do you to do that shit here.
yeah.
And Cat just wouldn't do that.
No,
Trust me, like
no,
Cat
I
just wouldn't do
agree.
that in New
I
York City.
agree for
He
sure,
just-
dude. Yeah, he's not built for that.
He's not. But Anthony Edwards, yes, bro. I think
Yeah.
he's the guy that New York needs. Perfect market, perfect
Yeah.
player, interacted with the fans, can relate to the fans, and he's box office, bro. I think it's time, bro. I think it's time for New York to get a star like him.
But you think they're
and
trying to
perfect.
go for? You think they're trying to go for a guard, or you think they're trying to go for a big? Because I hear a lot of rumors that y'all trying to trade for another big.
I mean, it was rumors out there that the whole Joel Embiid situation with him coming to New York, they were
Well, I mean,
rumors
Joel
about that.
Embiid. If anybody getting Joel Embiid, like you trading everything for that shit.
I mean, but even then, if I think about it, if I had to choose Joel Embiid or Anthony Edwards, I would take Anthony Edwards. One, he's a lot younger and he's marketable. And I'm not saying Joel's not marketable, but he has a history of injuries, and every time that man falls on the floor, I pray to God that he's not injured. Like I just hold my breath. With Anthony Edwards, he had a bad fall like 2 weeks ago, but the man got back a week later, and he put up like 26 against the Spurs.
Yeah, he's tough.
He's tough, and he's younger, and I think he has more of the grit to. He's more like people want to play with him more than Embiid, because Embiid demands the ball so much that he kind of creates me. Like I said before, Philly's offense is boring, bro. I don't like it just because it's just Embiid getting touches, pass it out, bring it back, getting touches. But I think Anthony Edwards is a better fit. I think Joel Embiid he's a great player, but he just wouldn't, be that guy for New York City. Anthony Edwards would definitely be the guy.
Yeah, no, that'll be great to see.
I think you'd be better with either one of them, to be honest. But
right.
but the Knicks, they're like, hey, we're gonna get Zion, and
Oh no, Zion.
He's always Stephen A. says
we're gonna
about Zion.
KD. We're gonna get KD. We're gonna get Zion. Gets none of them. What Stephen A. say about Zion?
He said he went at Zion, man. He called him fat.
A lot of people
in like 20 different ways. He called him fat, bro. And
He called him fat,
dude, bro.
He ate the whole buffet.
But it's true, man. But
New Orleans was not the place for him.
No, facts.
New Orleans was not
and I
the
really
place.
think that he's just trying to get up out of there at this point, man. Because they're telling him to get in shape and this and that. He's not doing it. And he's like, you know what, bro? I'm gonna be out here. I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna eat some great food because New Orleans, I've heard that has some great food out there, man. Gumbo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
She said gumbo.
but yeah, man, I think Zion's trying to get up out of there. Maybe at the trade deadline they trade him. I mean, it would be good for them to get some assets in return, then let him go in free agency, which I think would be this season or the next season after that. I think they should trade him.
Season.
Yeah,
If they don't trade him, he's gonna walk, bro. Because
he's gonna walk.
Said on multiple occasions, he's
get something in return for him, bro.
That's the thing. What you gonna give for him, bro? Because most teams they're seeing what he's looking like right now, and I'm not about to give you freaking 3 first-round picks and probably a young up and comer for. I
think some teams will do it, bro. I think some teams
that would do it.
A lot
the
of
only team that would
would.
do it is a team that you rocking right now on your
we'll
shoulders.
Take them, baby.
That's the only team that would do it, bro. That's the only team that I could see having the cojones to say, you know what, bro, I can fix that.
Hell yeah!
No,
we can.
Miami could.
Yeah.
Miami could, bro. Playing with Jimmy, he'll get right or get gone.
Not even that, bro. Playing for Pat.
Yeah.
Playing for Pat. That weight rule. That what's it?
Everybody,
10% body fat. Oh, bro, Zion would have nightmares, bro. Good.
No,
Miami's just a different facility. Miami's just a different facility.
Dude, the food that we got out there, bro, is like the health,
food.
Bro. The healthy food is fucking fantastic, bro. If you get a dope personal chef that knows exactly what they're doing, bro, the healthy stuff will taste like you're eating junk food, dog. Like 100%, bro. So for him, it wouldn't even be a problem. And then what you're saying, obviously, the conditioning, that's no question.
And also, it's Miami. It's Miami for Christ's sake, man. He would love to go to Miami. Trust me, the amount of
that boy.
I want to go to Miami.
That boy loved that life. Boy said, "Wait, we're going to Vegas." You saw him, Brendan Ingram. He's like, "Wait, we're going to Vegas? Oh, we're going to Vegas,
bro. You had a real good time, son.
Yeah, for sure.
Had too much good of a time. You couldn't even play. Put a 13. Man, listen.
Man, that game was atrocious, bro.
Zion got it.
Dude.
My man's was strolling up the floor,
jogging,
walking on defense. That was bad.
But I think that was also great for preparation for LeBron, bro, because LeBron knows shit like this, bro. Like he's a savant to this. So I'm not LeBron. I don't know him. I've never been around. I wish I would. I'd love to be around LeBron James. But if I'm LeBron, I'm thinking, bro, Zion not in shape, bro. I'm hearing Zion's overweight. He not cutting his weight, bro. Let me go super hard for the first 2 quarters of this game. Let me just tire this man out immediately to the point where in the second half, he don't have no energy. And that's what happened, bro. And he played 3 quarters. Zion was tired out. AD didn't really do much but grab rebounds. So he kind of took Zion out the game on the boards because AD, as much as we give him, issues, he could box out. He could hold his own off the boards. So Zion was just like, bro, what do you want me to do? Like, I'm out of shape. You got me running up and down with these dudes.
We want you to get in shape. We want you to get in shape. That's what it is. That's what we want.
But that's why I give props to LeBron, because he probably knew that. He said, bro, he's not in shape. Let's run. Let's run today, bro.
Mm-hmm. They attacked them like they did the Pacers, bro. The only thing is they didn't get it going as soon as the ball was tipped off, like against Indiana. Mm-hmm. But they got it going in the second half against the Pelicans, and they stormed off. They stormed off with the game.
Yep. And Zion was like, bro, listen.
Crazy.
Ooh, man, I mean, it's there. It's sad because Zion was supposed to be the number 1 pick in this draft, bro. And then I was looking like RJ might be the pick of it. I mean, Ja's about to get back into the league in 3 more games, bro. He return it back. He's coming back in like 4 games. So let's see what Ja does. But Zion, bro, like he's gonna flip the
script in Memphis, though. Memphis has been trash. When Ja comes back, that script is gonna be flipped.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to get him out of that hole, though. I completely agree. They're gonna look like a completely different team. It's gonna be tough to get him out of that hole, especially without that. They're missing Dylan Brooks. As much as people don't want to say it, they are missing Dylan Brooks. They're missing him on the defensive end. They're missing him on a fire, like that intensity. Like it's just not the same. Yeah. It's just not the same. People wanted to send him to China. They don't. They really don't, especially without no Ja, no Brooks. But I agree, things are gonna be a lot different. But shoot,
that man's an arrogant motherfucker. Dog. You saw him staring at the Nuggets bench. No, me too. I respect this shit. I respect. But he's so arrogant. I love it, dude. It's funny as hell.
They really brought Black Air Force energy to Houston, though, because they brought him in and Ime to that was just a crazy combo.
Ime is my favorite coach right now,
dude. He's such a good coach.
He's my favorite.
He is such a good coach, bro. I wanted the Pistons to get at him. I wanted the Pistons to get at him so bad, but hey, it's okay.
Dude, 2 transitions right there that we could transition into, because I wanted to talk about the Pistons, and then
you don't have to. We do not have to.
Is that Titus and I are not going to talk about them? I want to hear what you got to say.
I heard that. Yeah, this is going to be a minute. Yeah, he gonna let it all out on this one.
And then I want to talk about the NBA refs ejecting players and even coaches, man. That shit's a travesty right now. But Nick, go ahead and cook for the G Perspective fan base, man, and let these people know what the fuck is going on with the Pistons.
Going on with your poor Pistons, man.
You want to know what's going on in Detroit?
What's going on?
Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Cade, you're a bucket. I get it, but bro, the turnovers are bad. They're bad. And Monty, I thought you were gonna help us out. From a culture perspective. You brought nothing. You brought bad rotations. Like Jaden Ivey's out here starting. He'll cook for a game. Yeah, he's not the best defender, and then he's all of a sudden getting like 10 minutes a game. Like this dude was the 5th overall pick 2 years ago. What are we doing? Killian Hayes is playing inconsistent as hell. We don't even have like any veteran help other than Bojan, who just came back, and Bojan can't even help us. we're losing the games we should be winning. We'll go into the fourth quarter competitive and then lose by 20, 30. We got cooked by Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma.
Yikes.
That did? Damn.
Yes, cooked. We lost by like 25
to
the Wizards. Do you know how poverty that is?
Damn.
All right, my blood pressure's kind of boiling.
No, you good. What I think,
hey, it's well said, dude. Well said. Bro,
I think, like looking at the roster,
defense is horrible. Defense is terrible.
Course, that's been for years now. That's been for years.
It really shouldn't be.
During and Asor. Well, outside of them, we don't have anybody to defend. Cade's not guarding nobody. Duran's not guarding nobody.
Maybe the motherfucker should. Bro, Cade
hasn't been playing well.
Cade is 6'6", bro. Cade
should be playing better.
6'6" guard, bro.
Yeah.
How are you? If I'm Monty, bro, I'm teaching that man how to play defense. You got Cade Cunningham and you got Asor. Two really good defenders. Asor is definitely a great defender.
Asor is great, but it's him and Duran, and that's the only two players playing defense. Isaiah Stewart used to. I don't know what we're doing with him. Like, he's chilling at the perimeter on offense. Isaiah Stewart. Isaiah Stewart.
Threes out there.
What are we doing?
But you guys have too many
down on that block right now, bro. Do we?
I don't think the guy
Wiseman doesn't even. Why did we trade Sadiq Bey for James Wiseman?
Yeah, that made no sense.
This man has proved nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Pick.
Bro. If you can't get a good big for the Warriors, get off my team, bro. Yeah, get off my team.
Like Wiseman, you guys, Bagley, like those two, I'd pack out.
And they're not even like none of them can guard other than Duran, the youngest one.
I'd keep Duran. Duran's your center, corner.
You got to keep your
cornerstone.
Gotta keep Duran.
Okay.
Duran has been hooping, bro.
And it's like, I think Monty needs to just put out a solid 5. And I'm not a Nets, I'm not a Pistons fan, but I think your solid 5 should be Jalen Duran, Cade Cunningham, Asor Thompson, where is Ivy, and possibly Kevin Knox.
I agree.
And
Kevin Knox has brought us, Knox has brought us good minutes off the bench.
He's produced.
He's been, especially the way Isaiah Stewart's playing. Like, it's driving me absolutely nuts. There's no way this man should be chilling in the corner for Isaiah Stewart is wild. That's nasty
he
work.
Should be in the paint the whole time.
No, but they should no. I understand he's been flip flopping the lineups or like trying to put people in and out of the rotation. They should just keep that 5. Make that 5 the standard 5, and if they get blown out, let them get blown out. They have to learn from that. I'm not a coach. I don't know what Monty Williams has to do, but I'm just saying, like, if you keep switching guys out and taking guys out, how can they ever get
the chemistry?
That chemistry flow?
Yeah, the rotations are
playing
horrible.
with each other.
Horrible. Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, I think they need to just stop switching shit up so much. Stay solid. Stay committed to one starting 5, one rotation. Practice that in practice. Get used to that. And let them get blown out and learn from it and take it. And how do you recover from that? If they play great in one half or they say they're playing great in the third quarter and in the fourth quarter the Indiana Pacers go on a 10-0 run, they gotta learn that. They gotta learn how to overcome that. Keep them in the game. Don't switch it up and take Ivy out and put Killian Hayes in. No, let him learn how to
develop. Let them develop for sure.
If in that Grizzlies game not too long ago, the Pistons were. I think they were up going into the fourth quarter, but if not, they were really close. It was a close game throughout, and then they just let Bane go on an insane run in the end, and it's like these games we should be winning. It's just
you guys had a couple.
Fuck my parlay, dog. I put money on them to win that game, dog.
Yeah,
they were at home too.
Sad, dog, bro. You haven't had a win since October 20.
We started out 2-1.
Yeah.
Started out 2-1.
Beat Miami.
That's right. Yeah. You guys beat us the first fucking game. I was like, dude, are you serious, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Started out 2-1 and have not won a single game since. No win November was crazy.
That's insane.
That was insane, bro. The amount of posts, I was like, that's the most posts I've seen for the Pistons in so long, and it's for that. And I'm like, oh, that's crazy.
Wow, yeah. Go ahead, cook.
I just want to ask one question.
Please.
Do you think Monty returns next season? Do you think they fire Monty, or do you think Monty just steps away?
He's gonna get the bag they gave him. He's getting at least 2 years, no matter what he does,
dude.
No matter what he does.
It's that you can't even blame it on him, bro. I feel like you can't blame it on him.
I can't blame the entirety of it on him, but there's definitely some blame on his shoulders. I can't blame everything on him because we're just bad on a defensive side of the ball. Like, nobody can guard nobody. There's no veterans. I mean,
that's my issue right there. I think you guys need some veterans, bro. And it's you need a trade for some because I don't think no one's gonna come over there for free agency. Like, let's be real.
Nope.
But unless you throw a bag one of these motherfuckers.
But even then, like, that's the part that's scaring me too, guys. Like, we spoke about who's going to be the next face of the league. You know, we had picks Tatum, Doncic, and Edwards, and you can have other picks as well. But it's starting to get scary to me because I read or I seen something yesterday where they were saying, bro, like, after Bron leaves, after Steph, KD, all these guys leave, like, the NBA, I think Rasheed Wallace said it, the NBA is going to be like in trouble because there's no stars, there's no like guys really carrying the game to like an international level. And I'm not saying like, what I'm trying to get at is this: you got a young team like Detroit, they're all young, very young guys, and it's like it feels like they don't know how to play the game of basketball.
They don't know how to win.
Or it's like it goes back to the veteranship. They need veterans on that to navigate them through this. Because
I know what you're trying to say. Yeah, I get where you're getting at. You're talking about like from like a basketball IQ and like playing the game, type of aspect, as opposed because all these players now are coming in so much more skilled, like the one-on-one dribbling, shooting. They're a lot more skilled, but in terms of playing the game of basketball,
right? It's like yesterday. I'm going to cut you off, but yesterday you made a great point yesterday. When I was listening to Doc Rivers, he was like, "Bro, he was talking about it in the green room, and it's like LeBron is like playing. It's like in high school. Like imagine you had all the knowledge you have, and you're playing in high school. It's like that's what it's like playing for LeBron.
Honestly,
you got all these young dudes, Cade Cunningham, Asur Thompson, Jalen Duren, Jay and Ivy, all these guys that are they're basically they're babies, bro, in high school, just fresh 2-3 years out of high school in the NBA, playing against LeBron James, who's done this for 20 years and has the knowledge and IQ that he knows what you're gonna do before you even do it. So, like, think about that. As a young player, I don't even have the IQ to win an NBA game or to win.
And no vets to teach him.
And no vets. And then you go in a month in the NBA season. People say how hard it is, the back to backs, the date, like the train, the plane rides, all this shit. If you're a young player, bro, just for me to get to the game, that's an accomplishment. I made it to the game. I'm awake. Like I'm suited up. Like that's that for some people. It's like, bro, I made it. I'm good. Wait, now I gotta play. And put up 20 points. Oh damn, shit. I just played yesterday. It's like there's no veterans to really nap and say, bro, this is what you got to do. You got to get up at this time. You got to be here at this time, and you got to quit the party and put the games down, put the Twitch down. No, you need to dedicate yourself to this and watch film and watch this. And it's like there's none of that. And it's like because it goes back to the veteran thing.
Miami, there is
veteranship.
Miami,
that's why I love it. But why do you think Miami always has great young players or no names that shine? It's like they always have these no-name dudes
that mentality,
come out of nowhere.
For sure, what you're talking about, for sure.
Yeah,
and it's like, bro,
it's culture. It's culture.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, and the Pistons have none.
I thought the Pistons have none.
No, I thought Monty was gonna help bring some sort of culture, but it's looking like this. It looks like the same old, if not worse. than Dwayne Casey running the show. I mean, like we have a worse jump off to the year this season, and we were without Cade the entire year last year. So
that's insane.
Yeah. I ain't even going on that rant though, but
it was great. It was great. Honestly.
Yeah, no, I agree, bro. There's got to be more veteran presence in the league, and I think you're right from like a ball movement perspective and getting the ball and winning basketball. It's not as what's the word I'm looking for? Prevalent in today's game. It's a lot more 1v1 skill ISO type of play.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you see it on every play coming down the court. You see it all the time.
Yeah, man, and it's a whole. Like I don't know the whole reason as to why you don't have veterans on it, but it has something to do with I'm pretty sure paychecks
money.
or
It's
money.
all,
You know,
it's money.
they're not going to pay someone to just sit on a bench, and it's like, bro, but that is value.
Yeah,
You may not think
they don't see that.
that
They
is,
don't see that though.
It is like Udonis Haslem being on that bench for when his career was over 7-8 years ago. That was value that he was given to that team, bro. To, you know, the Bam Adebayos, to,
and they still give him a position now.
And still give, you know, he's still ingratiated with the Heat culture, bro. And it's like, bro, why don't you bring back Sheed? Bring back, like,
yeah, bro, the people that had love for the city, bro.
Rip Hamilton, bro. Ben Wallace, like, bro, you could. Ben Wallace would be perfect for Jalen Duren.
Rip don't get the love he deserves, bro. Rip don't get the love he deserves.
No, he should definitely be back, putting himself into that, you know, situation. You know, hell, bro. Dwight Howard said he's been trying to get back into the NBA, bro. That's a perfect big for Jalen Duren. Have him mentor him.
I don't think the NBA wants Dwight. To be honest,
I mean, I'm just saying, bro.
I don't think the NBA as a whole does it. Yeah, no, I feel you.
It's just the point is,
Dwight's on a different type of time. Right now.
That's
literally.
But yeah, man, I just think you gotta just have those veteran veterans in there.
Nah, I agree. Let's move on to the refs, George. We're
an hour in right now. It's already a great episode for sure. Obviously, we're gonna do this again. But before we get out of here, man, the NBA refs, bro, they just been like on a tear like for years and years and years. But lately, it's been insane. The other day, LeBron James going at it with Ime Udoka, just talking smack to one another, talking shit. And, you know, it's part of the game, bro. Everybody's going to say something to each other. It's always going to happen. That's never going to go away. And if the NBA wants that to go away, you're going to lose a lot of fans, a lot of money and stuff like that, because it's part of the game and we love it, bro. And if you got referees ejecting players for... I get the whole fighting thing. You throw a punch, boom, you get ejected. I understand that. It's a family event. You don't want people fighting and stuff like that. But talking to each other, no, me too. I do too. But I'm saying, like, for more family and kids and stuff like that, they don't want to see that on the court for sure. But like when it comes to the smack talk, bro, like, come on, man. We can't make this a PG league, bro. This is not reality. This is not a TV show that we're putting on Disney Plus to pay a fucking $13.99 subscription and watching some fucking players just, we're gonna be competitive, but we're gonna be super nice to each other at the end. No, this is not reality is not like that, bro. In sports, people get aggressive, people get upset, people show their true emotions because they want to win and they want to win right now. And if you're taking that away from them, man, you're taking the love of the game, bro. And that's what these refs are doing.
Yeah, a lot of them haven't been on the court themselves, you know, and like, and when you play, this is what it's like, you know. There's trash talk everywhere you go if you're on a basketball court. Like, it's a disrespectful game, honestly, at the end of the day. And so if somebody gets dunked on and they want to stare at them, let them stare. Let them say something. They just got dunked on. They just got embarrassed. Let them say something.
Sucks to suck. Don't get dunked on.
That's crazy. Get better. Get better, because I just yammed on you. Yammed on you.
I'm pretty sure all of us has gotten cooked on the court once or twice. Like, come on, bro. Like,
of course.
Come on, dude. This shit happens. Like, can't get upset that someone. Yeah, well, you'll be upset.
Bro, even Braun has gotten cooked, bro.
Yeah,
Braun's gotten cooked. Everybody's gotten cooked.
You're gonna get upset that it happens, but you're not gonna be like, you're not gonna be like, oh, don't do that again. Like, don't be saying that and this and that. Like, bro, it's part of the fucking game, bro. Like, if you don't want to get cooked, work on your skills, bro. That's it.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the easiest explanation for saying it. I think refs should definitely they want to ingratiate themselves into the game and make themselves the star of the show. They should make themselves the star of the post game as well. If you want to come in and say he's ejected and not explain why, well, explain post game. When you have your own little booth and you got all reporters there and the media that you want to make yourself a face. Make yourself a face post game and explain yourself. But we don't allow refs to do that. We should if they want to keep on doing what they're doing. Ejecting coaches and players and stealing the game and moments from the fans. Why don't you come out here and speak to the public and give your but you won't do, if you're not going to do that, bro, stop doing this bullshit, bro, because it's really starting. Like, I'm not going to accuse them or really say that's what they're doing, bro. But y'all making it real obvious, bro, what y'all doing with these betting tickets, bro. And I'm not saying it just for like me personally, like, bro, y'all making it so obvious. Like, it was a game where I think it was San Antonio versus, I think, Chicago, and the spread was like 7. And no, it was Dallas, and I think it was Dallas and Sacramento. It was some team like that, but the spread was like 7. And Luka got the ball and put the shot up. He got fouled, but the buzzer had sounded and it was over. Like, and it was like a blowout. It was like the game was over. They wasn't gonna win. 9 times out of 10, bro. If you're a ref, you let the shit go. Game's over. That's it. They said, no. Hold on, time out. Look at the play. Oh, foul. Luka gets 2 shots. Spread, kill. Like, I'm like, bro, it's shit like that where it's like, bro, what are y'all really? Some of y'all behind this shit, bro. Y'all have to be behind some of these sports bets, bro, because the league it's somebody, bro, because it's like you can't really,
but
you know. And I'm not gonna say the league is rigged and stuff like that, but when you see shit like that happen, and you got Jaylen Brown, who was cooking in that game against the Knicks, or probably needed one more rebound, he gets ejected in the third quarter, fourth quarter, and it's like, bro, come on. Like, it just seems fishy to me too many times, and like the refs just don't have to explain themselves as to why they did it. Nah, bro, start explaining it. I need to know why.
Get held accountable.
Or held accountable. You know, but
no
the players gotta get fined.
Fines. But exactly. But the players get fined for anything. Like, even in the NFL, like, they're getting fined for blocks. Like, if your block was too severe or whatever. You seen Amon-Ra St. Brown get fined like $40,000 for his block being too severe. Like, it's like, what are we doing? It was a malicious block or whatever. Like, what are we doing, bro? And and the same thing with
football,
the NBA,
bro. What are you saying? Malicious? Like,
they're trying to make it as soft as possible at this point, bro.
Honestly, and it's both leagues.
At this point, it's gonna be 2-hand touch.
That's my issue with the refs, man. They get too sensitive about this, man.
Yeah,
and I need the NBA to listen, dog. I need you to go out and hire some hood refs, not some professional refs, because these hood refs are gonna come out here. If Braun says something to one of these refs, oh, you're soft, you're stupid, whatever, this ref is gonna say in return, man, you soft too. What? That's it. He's not gonna eject him out the game. He's just gonna talk smack to him back. And now, if the player wants to put his hands on the ref, then that's gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? But if they're just talking smack to each other back to back, like, dude, that's gonna be more love for the game. We're gonna be more excited about that. We're gonna love to see it, but not having these refs get sensitive because a player says, "Oh, that was a dumb call," and this and that. Okay, you say it's a dumb call. You know what? Beep. Taking your ass out the game. Yeah. No, man.
It's been a few refs like that. I can't name them off the top of my head, but I've watched a few podcasts with NBA players speak on it, and they've said that, like, say Rasheed Wallace, for example, gets into the ref's face and be like, "Yo, that's a bullshit call," and they be like, "Bro, you want to get fined? All right, get the fuck out of my face then." All right, they'll keep working. Like, that's it.
That's
they'll keep it going, bro.
Weak, bro. That's
but not like.
Weak.
But I rather respect
that
than you say
than now.
Eject, get out. It's like, he
facts,
understands you have emotion, and he understands you talking crazy to him right now. But he's like, "Bro, you want to get fined? I'll blow this whistle right now. You want to go? You want to leave the game, bro?"
But even then, right? Like, I don't even agree with that. Like, okay,
I do because if I'm a player, bro, and I'm heated, bro, and I'm like, "That's a bullshit call, bro. What the fuck you watching, bro?" Bro, if you courtside, you could hear. If I'm a grown man, I'm not about to let another grown man talk to me like I'm a little ass boy. So if I'm still man enough, or I'm still like, I still got some respect for myself, I'll say, "Bro, I understand you upset, bro, but say your piece and get to walking, bro," and that's it. Rather than me just say,
"No, facts,
go,
facts.
leave."
Mm-hmm. But and then you got refs beefing with players like Scott Foster and
that's a true story. That's a true story.
Nah, they they genuinely are beefing, bro. They're beefing,
Scott
bro.
Foster, he allegedly told Chris Paul's son, because Chris Paul's son was playing in the tunnel by the game.
Allegedly, or this is proven?
According to
I've seen the same thing.
Yeah, according to Rasheed Wallace, I think Rasheed Wallace said it on Gil's podcast, Gil's Arena.
All right, allegedly, my dog is young.
That Scott Foster told Chris Paul's son to get the F out the way, because he was trying to get through. He was trying to get outside the arena, or get to the arena, or get to the back scene of the arena. He told Chris Paul's son to get the F out the way. And this was before this was like during the time they had beef. So once Chris Paul heard about him talking crazy to his son like that, like the beef was just permanent.
Yeah.
And ever since then, Scott's been like forcing him to lose game 7s or get kicked out for games, and that's where that beef really started from. But yeah, he told Chris Paul's son to get the fuck out the way.
Yeah,
they need to put him on not Chris Paul games. They need to, or if not,
as simple as that.
As
simple as that. Simple as that, bro.
Like scheduling. I've been a manager and I've done schedules. That shit is not hard. That shit is not hard. It's tedious, but it's not hard. And I'm pretty sure the really NBA has some people that can actually schedule that shit perfectly.
It's really easy, bro. Just say Scott Paul to Chris Paul. All right, we'll get you out.
Don't put them in the same game. That's it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they always have backup refs that are on standby.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna drop my shift. You gonna pick up my shift? Yeah.
Go ahead, man. What you got? You got Chris Paul today? Yeah, I can't be with him today.
Yeah,
that's fine. That's cool.
I got the over on this game. I can't. For sure. What? You didn't see that documentary about that one ref on Netflix?
Tim Donahue.
Yeah,
Tim Donahue.
100%. That shit still goes on, bro. They just know how to hide it more.
Exactly. And they said, it was crazy because Gil said it too. He said they do it discreetly. So say if it's a big game and they know, like, say yesterday, right? It's a big game. And they know LeBron's gonna go for like a big time record, or you think he's gonna score a lot. And if I'm the ref and I'm have the over and I got LeBron scoring more than 35, just say whoever LeBron's defending, say Aaron Nesmith, I give him a foul. Whoever's guarding LeBron, I foul him. So that way, many times you foul, he goes to the line. So now he's going to the line, the clock's stopping, and he's just adding points to the thing. That's how they do it. And it's like, you would never, if you just betting the game, but I think LeBron's gonna third half, he's 25. Cool, I'm gonna bet that. You're not really thinking or processing how the refs are gonna how they gonna dictate this game.
Yeah,
so most times, most people people that bet these games, they get screwed because they betting the obvious. Oh, I think Oklahoma City's facing Golden State. I'll take Oklahoma City. They should win, but not knowing that they're about to put Steph Curry at the line like 5 times a quarter. Or,
5 times a quarter. Oh my god.
So it's like it's stuff like that where they that's how they starting to do it now, betting on games. So you got to just watch out for that stuff, bro. But I do think refs need to be held accountable. They need to be, some sort of post game press
like
conference.
It just seems like they don't care. It's like they make these bad decisions and then they'll go back and be like, yeah, they were wrong. And then that's it.
That's it.
And they were wrong.
That's it. And start fighting these refs too, man.
And it's a fair line, bro, because it's like sometimes they do make human honest mistakes.
Yes,
that's fine. I'm not gonna get on you for that. But when you eject a player off of emotion or a conversation between two players or a coach or something, bro, you need to explain yourself because now you're leaving the fans at home confused. You're leaving the broadcasters confused, and all you're saying is pointing your finger and saying go. Yep. And the play continues. You're gonna have to sit down after the game and discuss why you did what you did.
I like that. I gotta know. I like that. Yeah, I completely agree. Because like in that Pistons Milwaukee game, like when Giannis got that second tech, like I'm gonna need an explanation why you ejected him. I'm gonna need an explanation.
Yeah, you look at the video. He's not even looking at the player. Like he looked at him for like 2-3 seconds, and then he looked that way, flexing. Like,
and then it's like
that was ridiculous. And I'm a Pistons fan, but that was ridiculous.
Yeah, you're more of a basketball fan in regards. So,
I have to be. I can't just.
Because
I already told you can come to Miami train.
But yeah, it's just
that's on the low, George. That's on the low.
Because they're so like when something like that happens, bro. Like that's the story of the game. That's the main thing that happened that night of the game. So why can't you, as a head or as a referee, explain the call, the biggest call that you made to like upset the game? You need to be held accountable for that.
And even those obvious calls too, man.
Of course.
Obvious ones. Like,
of course.
Like there was one obvious one that I think Austin Reeves got fouled on a layup, and they never even called it.
No, they miss stuff like that all the time.
They miss like that. So, like those, I'm not gonna get on you for that. You missed it. If it's like blatantly out and you missed it, it's like, all right, it's fine. Like it could happen. It's cool.
But how the ones where it's like that? You got one ref
some
on
of
the
them are like
line.
Some of them are crazy. Some of the misses are crazy.
Like I literally saw his like this, just straight smack on the arm right when he was doing the layup. And if you're a referee, you're on there's always a ref on the baseline.
On the baseline.
Yeah,
there's always a ref on the side, and there's one at half court.
Yeah.
Excuse me. If you're on the baseline and you're watching the play, maybe you didn't see it because you're on the other side of the baseline. where the foul does take place, maybe. But even then, I feel like you will still see the smack.
Some of them smack.
Yeah.
Some of them are. Yes, exactly. You hear the smack, bro.
Some of them are obvious that they don't call, which is very, very weird. But like, some I understand from like where they're standing, you can miss it. But I agree. A lot of them are like very iffy. Like, very iffy. How did you not blow the whistle on that?
Yeah. Like, you can't even get mad when a person says, "Yo, I think the NBA is rigged." Like I don't. Dude, sometimes, I don't think it's rigged either. I don't think.
No, he doesn't get mad. He doesn't get mad when someone says it.
Me personally, I don't think it's rigged. I do think that they try to rig it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they try to make it happen, but I don't think it's like okay, we're gonna. Okay,
it's not like wrestling. We're like it's
not scripted.
It's not scripted. But they will, whoever they want. They definitely try a little bit.
No, facts.
They definitely try a little bit.
Some people were saying, the first NBA season tournament ever, and LeBron James win it. Is all pretty cliche.
That's not. Like, I'm not throwing
man.
That's not right. No.
LeBron is trying to win every fucking championship, MVP, whatever the fuck. Like, you think he's not gonna try and win the first ever NBA Cup? You think he's not gonna try and win that?
Yeah. That's not. Yeah, I'm not reading that, bro. Yeah, I'm not. I can't.
Yeah, it just. No, the Lakers just outplayed everybody.
Outplayed them, bro. Like
everybody.
But I do want to kind of going back to our discussion earlier is in the in-season tournament. One thing I want to change. I think it should be more like March Madness, where they just it's the bracket of everybody. They just play in tiers and just play.
That would be sick.
But that's what I want.
Shit, that would be
that's
sick.
what I want.
Everybody makes it. Everybody makes it, and then fucking you do a tournament like that.
Yep.
You know how long that would be, bro?
Huh?
But when would that tournament happen though?
In the in-season, but time. It'll be one game.
Yeah, just one game. Not double elimination or nothing. Just
one game.
Run right through.
That'd be sick. So that would be run in 2 to 3 week span. So you do the first 20 games of the season is regular, and then boom, in-season tournament. 2-3 weeks. You run the March Madness tournament initially, and every single team gets in it. Obviously, not every single team is going to play because with 30 teams, I don't think it's going to come out bracket. But maybe the top records in each division or something like that. You give them a bye week or whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? But like, I get what Nick is saying. He's saying like everybody gets in the tournament and you play one games down. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, instead of the group play, because that's a lot like soccer, and I get what they were trying to do, but I feel like the point differential thing kind of became an issue because like
Orlando Magic, they're undefeated and they didn't make it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that. Like, that's goofy to me. So just because some team ran it up because another team gave up earlier, you know what I mean? So it's like I feel like the win matters more.
That'd be sick, dude. That'd be sick.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah.
But my whole takeaway from this in-season tournament was the fact how I think it's for certain. I think it's already in the works. We need an NBA team in Vegas. I think that's already.
It's on the way.
Yeah, we need a team in Vegas.
It's gonna be LV, and you're gonna see one in Seattle.
Probably Seattle. Yeah, those are gonna be the two spots.
So what teams are gonna get transferred to the East then?
Oh, New Orleans and Memphis. Simple.
That's what I think too.
New Orleans and Memphis.
My boys was telling me Dallas, and I'm like, I think
nah.
Yeah.
Dallas is still West Coast. I take New Orleans and Memphis because they're still on the East Coast.
Yeah.
They're not really. They wouldn't be.
They're not really West teams.
Yeah, they're not really West teams anyway.
Yeah.
So
it makes complete sense.
You know. But
hopefully Pistons get some expansion players.
Hey, they should. They
Pistons
might.
We need it.
Pistons need Jesus. They need God. They need the devil. They need everybody in that shit.
I just want to get one last thought before we go, though.
Go ahead.
How long do you think LeBron's going to play till?
Till his sons come in the league. Both
sons?
Both of them.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. You think longer than that?
Nope. Shorter than that.
Oh, you think?
I think LeBron got 2 more years left.
You think so?
I say that for this reason. In 2 years, I think that's when they're going to start the discussions or the bidding for the teams. And if LeBron wants to be an owner for an NBA team, he can't play for the NBA. You can't be a current or current player while holding ownership of an NBA team. So LeBron's going to have to either retire and play only with one son and, become an owner, but he can't do both. So let's just be, right now.
He could eventually buy steak.
Can they change that rule?
Nope. That's been a rule for a long time.
Yeah,
but
that's been a rule for a long time.
That is.
But
they won't change it though. They won't. But it just now I'm starting to put in perspective, bro. LeBron's not going to be here no more. And I seen a play yesterday where LeBron bumped knees with TJ McConnell.
Yeah.
And that scared the shit out of me, bro. Like I was like, bro, hold on. Did LeBron just have a knee injury? No, not right now, bro. Like I said, damn this tournament, bro. See what y'all did, Adam Silver? You got LeBron hurt. That's the first thing I thought. I was like, bro, what you just do, bro?
Man.
But it's scared the hell out of me because I'm thinking, bro, if LeBron really goes down, bro, the NBA is not going to be the same.
You think the NBA will be kaput? Like done for?
That wouldn't be done for, but we'll be in that gray area. Like, bro, who's going to give us this consistent? You got to think, bro, this man went to 8 straight NBA finals. It has been at that peak since he's left Cleveland, bro, that first year. And he's been sustaining that ever since. Bro, what player is going to do that?
Oh, I think we're witnessing history in terms of how long he's been
playing
doing it. I seriously don't know if we'll ever. I really don't think we will.
We won't
see a player not that plays at the level he is playing at.
We won't.
For how long he's played.
We won't.
We're never seeing that again.
We won't.
Never.
We won't. So it just made me realize, bro, enjoy the next 2 years of LeBron. Mm-hmm. He may win a championship, he may not. But I say for certain, once Bronny gets into the league and he plays that season, he's done. LeBron's done. That's only if he doesn't get the bidding for Las Vegas, for the team. But if he gets the bidding and he gets the team, yeah, he's out.
That's actually a great thing.
I don't think he has enough money though to.
Oh, he'll joint with 3 other people.
Yeah.
But yeah, he won't. For him, for us thinking he'll play till he's 42 or 45.
Maybe Mark Cuban will be on that. Maybe that's why he sold the Mavs.
Probably. Well, shit. It's crazy though, because the person that bought the Mavs, the owner for the new owner for the Mavs, was he had high interest in owning or selecting Las Vegas. So now that they took Dallas, it kind of pushed LeBron in more of a higher, category to potentially, get the team. So it's looking real good for LeBron. And even after the game, when Adam Silver handed him the trophy, I think he said something like, LeBron did everything. I'm giving you everything except a team, but here's the trophy for you and your great performance. I was like, all right, they cooking something up.
No, 100%. That's why they're throwing those jokes out for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
But that's all I had to say for that. But
I love to see it. It. I think they should change that rule. Make him the first NBA player owner.
It wouldn't be fair.
Sick.
It wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair to the former guys that tried to do it, like Isaiah Thomas.
MJ was in operations, right, with the Wizards, and then was like, yeah, y'all are trash, and then
went to go play. He went to it's crazy though, right? But you still have
twice.
Mm-hmm. Because even MJ couldn't own a team or be a part of operations and play. So if they didn't do it for MJ, they definitely not doing it for Bron.
Yeah.
They definitely not doing it for Bron.
Well, Bron has done a lot off the court that MJ didn't, which I think the NBA
100%
really appreciates. Like a whole, speaking out on social justice, bringing out problems and stuff like that. Like MJ never did that. MJ was I'm playing basketball,
giving back to his community.
Yeah. So maybe they could use that, to maybe flip the script. But I'm on the side with you. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna do it. But
it's too much of a conflict of interest. Bro,
it's in the collective bargaining agreement. Yeah, bro. It's not in Article 29, Section 11. Active NBA players can't hold interest in any teams. So
please tell me you looked that up. You don't just have that in your okay.
I looked it up.
I believe.
I was like, he just got that in his mind. Like that's crazy.
Oh man,
he read the agreement. I was like, hey Titus, bro. Like
my guy putting in work. My guy on our podcast, baby.
I wish I knew something. I might start reading up on it.
The way you said it just sounded like you had it in your head. Like you knew. You're like, no, it's in the collective bargaining agreement. Like it's
after Article 29. John Section 11. No NBA player can have.
Yo, but what's up? You guys trying to be the play-by-play commentators for the new Vegas team? Well, what's up? Let's get it popping.
Man, I told myself I couldn't do it, bro. I told myself I'm not made for live television at sporting events. I don't remember. Play-by-play? Yeah, like I don't.
I like play-by-play.
Yeah,
I like it too, bro.
I like doing
but I forget that I'm actually play-by-play. So if I see some crazy shit happen on the game where LeBron, I'm gonna say some foul shit. I'm gonna say, oh shit,
I love it.
Damn,
I love it. Hell yeah, that's how it should be.
I can't do that. It's FCC Airlines. I get sued. So like when it was a play where Iron Eagle caught a ball from, I think, from somebody on the Nets, and we went like they threw a bullet straight to Iron Eagle, the play-by-play guy, and he was calm. He said, "Look like it's coming right at us," like just like that. I said, "Bro, I give you respect," because I would have said, "Oh shit, get the fuck out the way!" Like I would have said, like I would have said, "Move, bitch!" Like I would have said something. So that's why I'm not made for that. But anything reporting, I'll be the first person there for the Las Vegas, whatever y'all make the name of your team. But I think them and the Aces are going to be that new exciting team in Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, and Oakland, because they got not Oakland Athletics. I heard Vegas has picked up Athletics as well.
Yep.
So Vegas definitely might be the
Vegas is ball. Yeah,
Vegas might be.
Vegas is a good time, bro. Vegas is.
It was only a matter of time before they got these teams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and you got the sports bets too. So, bro, Vegas might be. Oof. Oh my god, I might visit Vegas a couple times. And once they put that NBA team,
let me know. I'm out there.
Oh man, trust me, bro. Hopefully we can do a show out there. That's the goal,
sick.
bro.
That'd be sick.
We do a show out there from Vegas.
Oh yeah, live, baby, live.
Yeah, man. Shoot.
Hey, man, I appreciate you guys, bro. But let these people know where they could view your stuff, where they could follow you, man, and let them know about the On Guard podcast, baby.
You want to do the honors, Nick, or should I?
Go ahead.
Well, you can follow us on all platforms at On Guard Podcast or On Guard Podcast or On Guard Pod. Either or, that's our title. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok, and YouTube as well. The On Guard Podcast. We're trying to push 2 episodes per week so we can be more up to date with things that happen in the NBA. But that's where you can find us. Our social media tags right now is Titus J Cleveland. Nick, I'm pretty sure yours is Nick J Wilk TV.
Yep.
Correct. Yeah, man. You can follow us. Oh, that too. And then we got our new guys that just got ingratiated with us. Justin Frazier. He goes by Freezy on Instagram, and we got Logan Peter. I forgot. It's just Logan Peter, right? Logan.
I think it's Logan _ Peter 9.
Yeah. Peter 9, right? That's the crew. But yeah, man, we just put out an episode. We're gonna edit it, fix it up. It should be out by Monday afternoon, possibly, whenever we get it out there. But we got some shorts up on TikTok. Follow that, comment, like it, share it, and let's grow the podcast as quick as possible, man. I love people that engage with us. I responded to a dude yesterday. He put a comment into our YouTube account, kind of like criticizing us for making a typo. I didn't get upset, bro. I kind of said, bro, it was all right, bro. It's our fault. We made a typo. It happened. We'll be better. And he was actually like kind of happy that I responded back to him.
Of course,
so,
man. Yep. They love the interaction, bro. Give them all the interaction that you can.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, man, that's what we're trying to do, man. So comment, tag us. You know, I don't care if it's bad or good, bro. We'll take
correct our spelling mistakes.
Yeah, we'll correct our spelling mistakes, bro. Like we had another guy right now who just commented on one of our posts, bro, and it was negative. But like I said, I appreciate it, bro. That means you took the time to watch our stuff and actually have an opinion for it. So keep doing it, man.
Yeah, for sure. Guys, you know where you can follow me on Twitter at GeorgeMike Perez, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at GMike Media _. The audio version of the podcast is available on all podcast platforms and YouTube as well. And if you guys are into sports gambling like I am and a few of these guys on the show, I'm running a company right now. We charge $5 a month that we give you $50 to $100 a day on winning of our daily winning slips. It's through the Telegram channel that we got going on, The Degenerates. You'll see the link at the bottom of the screen. So if you guys want to holler at me, try to join and try to win some money daily, hit me up. Hit me up. But guys, thank you again, bro. You know we're going to have another episode coming soon.
For sure.
Hopefully by maybe All-Star Weekend, we could talk about how everything in the NBA is going on up to there.
Oh yeah,
I appreciate you guys.
For sure. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Have a good one. Hey, keep working, baby. Keep working.
always, man. Stay consistent.
Everybody got to work.
Yeah.